All right, good afternoon, Facebook. Welcome back to another edition of Real Estate Talk Live. So this is the day after Independence Day. Notice I didn't say the day after 4th of July because that's one of my pet peeves. Hey, we should probably introduce ourselves, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Who are you?
Guys, good afternoon. Omar Arcia from Arcia Law Firm. And guess where we are today? That's right.
Yeah.
We're on location.
We're on location, second time.
That's right.
Yeah.
We got the show on the road.
Absolutely. We have to stay a moving target, so we can't be in the same place.
Absolutely.
You know, this is the fans. The fans are starting to drive us crazy, right?
We got too much paparazzi.
I mean, I'm telling you, we show up at the office, we show up at the show, people want autographs and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, okay, so anyway, folks, I'm Tony Martinez, your host with the most broker of Xtreme Realty team, and we are excited about today's show. We're honored that Omar invited us here to his offices here
pleasure.
in Miramar, Florida. And as I was saying, today is, what do you guys today? July 5th.
July 5th,
The day after Independence Day. Because it
Absolutely.
bothers me that everybody keeps saying Happy 4th of July. Are we celebrating the fact that there's a fourth day in July?
No,
Or are
we're
we
celebrating independence.
Absolutely. You were born in Cuba. I was born in Cuba. We love this country.
Absolutely.
God
Let me
bless
tell you-
America. Many more happy birthdays to come, and we always remain a free nation. Thank you to the men and women of our armed forces that every single day sacrifice and have sacrificed so that we can sit here in this wonderful country and share this information.
And enjoy all the amazing privileges of this country, all the amazing privileges of freedom that a lot of folks don't have. And we take it for granted. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that take it for granted. So I think Independence Day is something very special for you and I, and for everyone that has come to this country to look for a better life for themselves and for their family. We have an amazing time, and we celebrate it in a big way at my house just because of the fact that we're very, very honored and blessed and privileged to be here.
Absolutely. And another reason why I'm really excited about today, and this is on a personal note, and I know that you'll understand, but today is my granddaughter's 11th birthday.
Wow, happy birthday.
So happy birthday, Hannah. Abuela loves you. Looking forward to seeing you a little bit later as we celebrate your birthday. But she is a blessing to all of us. May God continue to richly bless her life, because she is truly, truly a very special person. So today we have a lot of information on tap, and normally I will stay away from a topic like this because it's the kind of topic that, if not presented properly, it can really scare people or put them to sleep. All right.
Exactly.
And also, since we probably have new people joining us, the format of this show is interview style. We take questions from you, the audience. It's all about real estate. It's all about real estate law. It's all about real estate practices. So I tend to speak from the broker's perspective and contracts and what can work, what can not. Omar here obviously is our legal counsel and can go ahead and answer any of the questions related to the legal aspects of the business. So type in your questions. I'll go ahead and look for them here online. So sometimes we go 45 minutes, sometimes we go an hour, sometimes we go a half hour. The beautiful part about Facebook Live is we don't have any restrictions. While we have content to share, we'll continue sharing it.
Absolutely, and I want to encourage everyone that's watching right now, or even the folks that watch it after this program is done, is I want to encourage you guys to post those questions. Let us know what's on your mind, what questions. They say this could be a dumb question. I don't believe there's no dumb questions. The only dumb question is the one you don't ask.
Yep.
And I encourage agents that are watching right now to post those questions, to let us know what's on their mind. What's a sore spot on one of your deals? Maybe we can deal with it right now. We were talking about this before the show started. It's very important that agents really think through transactions. Don't cookie cutter your contracts, and really think through transactions to make sure you're making good decisions and you're giving good advice to your clients.
Absolutely. So let's go ahead and discuss today's topic, and also let's give a shout out to our primary sponsor, shall we?
Absolutely. Yeah.
New World Title. Thank you so much, New World Title, for all you do. The best title company in the industry. I think they have over 15 offices now.
Fastest growing title company in the state of Florida.
Absolutely. So they're all the way up as far north as Orlando now, as far west as the Fort Myers area. Estero. Yeah. So the plan is continuing to grow, and we thank them so much for their support. So today we're going to talk about FIRPTA. So for those of you that are not familiar with it, there is a federal law. I think it was passed in 1980.
Yeah, it's been around for a long time, and one of the things that people shy away from is even touching. It's almost like FERPTA has cooties or something like that, and they just put it on the title company's lap, and they say, "Oh, this is one of the. This could be a FERPTA issue. Just take care of it." And I think that as professional real estate agents, you need to be aware of the circumstances under which FERPTA applies. And honestly, yeah, it's not the most exciting topic to talk about. I mean, if it's not presented properly, we've discussed this before, it's almost as exciting as watching paint dry.
I've been there.
So I want to make sure that I present it in a way where you guys get it, and that you get the exceptions to FERPTA, that you understand at least on a basic level the application of FERPTA, why it's such a big topic of conversation. Why are people discussing it so much? And why is it that you need to be aware of how to apply it and not just throw it on the title agent's lap, because the title, you may be working with a title company that's not as competent as New World Title. That doesn't have great underwriters like New World Title, and you may work with this title company, and they may tell you, "Oh, you don't have to do the withholding. You can just do this or do that, and get around FERPTA." There's no getting around FERPTA. I mean, the bottom line is you have to either you apply for it, you qualify for it, or you don't. But you don't get around it.
So the essence of it is, if you own real property in the United States and you are a foreign national, when the time comes to sell that property, a certain amount must be withheld as far as the proceeds, and I believe that number now is 15%.
15%, right.
15% of the proceeds must be withheld in order for the government to be protected that taxes will in fact be paid as far as on that property. So where it gets interesting, and this is from a real estate broker's perspective, is that you have the seller that may or may not be a foreign national, and they are the ones that are ultimately responsible for paying any taxes that are due. But the burden to make sure that those taxes are collected
I'm the buyer that's here in the U.S.
Yeah, so in other words, this is not a, hey, that's your monkey, I don't have to worry about it, I'm the buyer. No, as the buyer, you are the one that will be held accountable should those funds not be retained.
Well, let me go one step further. The buyer is personally held responsible. But if the buyer is not properly advised by his or her real estate agent, if the buyer is not properly advised of the potential exposure and liability by the title agent, then guess what's going to happen? That buyer, once the buyer has to pay the 15% to the IRS, plus penalties, plus late fees and everything else, they're going to look to the people that should have advised him or her for some contribution for that 15%. So it very much involves realtors and real estate agents, and it potentially can cause a claim against either one.